Hello student, in today's video I will be teaching you upward communication, and in today's session we will cover what is upward communication, how upward communication take place, method of upward communication, and merits and demerit. So what is upward communication? Upward communication is a communication which provides an opportunity to the lower level employees to share their observation, suggestion, feedback, grievances and frustration with the top level management or with their senior. Now this feedback, suggestion, frustration, observation, what it does, it is beneficial for the top level employee, or you can say it for the management, because it ensures a proper utilization of resource in an organization, which gives them a lot of profit. Apart from this, your upward communication creates a sense of belongingness among the lower level of employees, because they are getting platform to share their observation, feedback, suggestion, and it is heard by the board of directors. So it creates a sense of belongingness among the employees. Now how the upward communication take place? Upward communication take place, you can see the arrow, it is moving from bottom to top. It take place in a stepwise manner. Your observation feedback is moved from trainees to frontliner. So it is a duty of frontliner to transfer the observation or feedback of the trainees to supervisor. Same wise, supervisor will share the feedback, observation of frontliner to the assistant manager. So it is a stepwise process. So the observation, suggestion, feedback is shared in a stepwise process. So what are the method by which upward communication can take place? What are the ways or method by which your lower employee can give their suggestion, feedback and observation? First is your periodical meeting. The head of the body, or you can say the board of director or the management, should conduct a time to time meeting, whereas the employees has to be encouraged to give their observation, suggestion, feedback, and which is very essential for the company to know the observation, to know the suggestion of the employees, because it is a they get the feedback, they get their suggestion from the lower employees who are actually facing the problem, who are actually dealing the problem, because the top level management are only passing the information, but the main thing is conducted by the lower employees. So when the lower employees are giving their suggestion, feedback, it is very essential for the board of directors. So how they will collect all this observation, suggestion? By the help of periodical meeting, or by the suggestion or the complaint box. The business organization should create a suggestion or complaint boxes. Next is a suggestion or complaint box. Now there are few employees who are hesitant to give their suggestion, feedback in the meeting. So for that purpose, the company should create a complaint box or suggestion box, where the employee can, without disclosing their identity, they will write down their complaint or suggestion, and by the help of this complaint and suggestion, when the action is taken place, they feel that their words has been heard by the management. Now next step is your one-to-one meeting. Now one-to-one meeting also provides opportunity for the management to speak with their employee, and they can extract suggestion, observation, feedback from the employees. Fourth type of method is your open door policy. Now what is open door policy? Open door policy means the door of the boss is open for everyone. Anyone can come at any time. The door is open. Whenever the employee want to give suggestion, or want to give feedback, or want to complain, they can directly move into the room of the managing body, and they can give their suggestion, feedback, observation, frustration, immediately. Next is your informal gathering. Now informal gathering should be organized by the company so that where all the employees will assemble in a one place and they can exchange their ideas, they can exchange their observation, they can exchange their suggestion or feedback. So these are the method by which upward communication can take place. Now what are the merits of upward communication? Now what are the merit for the management? Genuine feedback. The management gets a genuine feedback from the lower level employees. How? Because your management is only instructing them the way to do the work, but actual complicacy that is faced by the lower employee can only know when management only gives order, but actual execution is done by the trainee. So the trainee can only know what is the fact that is, or what is the problem faced by them. So when they get feedback from the lower employees, they get genuine feedback because the execution is being done by the lower employee, not the top management. The management only gives instruction. So in this way, in upward communication, the management gets your genuine feedback. Next is your no misuse of authority. So whenever any employees comes to the management and complains about their senior, then the immediate action taken by the management creates reflect that there is no misuse of authority. For example, your supervisor is coming, your supervisor is complaining about assistant manager to the manager of various department, and when the assistant manager gets threatening or gets notice that reflects that the words of supervisor has been heard. Now we can see that manager of various department is not misutilizing the authority. They are taking action against the complainer. So next is your foster a sense of belongingness in the employee. Now when the employees gets an opportunity to give their observation, suggestion, feedback, grievances, frustration, now they can speak to anyone regarding their observation, suggestion. Now they feel that this company belongs to them. If one gets an opportunity, when one gets opportunity to give their observation freely, when they are free to give their complaint regarding anyone freely, then it creates a sense of belongingness. Now how upward communication is merits for the employees? Now again, it gives platform to the lower level employees to give their suggestion, feedback. So it is a vent. Now when it is give vent to the lower level employees where they can communicate to the senior, and when their complaint is being heard or when their suggestion is being heard, they feels good. Easy and efficient process. Now upward communication is a easy and it is very simple process where they can give their complaint to anybody, either by suggestion box or one-to-one meeting or open door policy. So it is very easy and efficient process. Now employee can share their observation, feedback, grievances very easily by choosing any one of the method. Not only they just inform their suggestion or complaint, but their observation, their feedback is being encouraged, they have been rewarded, or when they are complaining, again action has been taken against, that reflects that things are going on. Next is your strengthen relationship. Now when the employees is feeling that their observation or their complaint is being heard by their immediate bosses or the management, they feel a positive vibes within them, due to which they creates healthy relationship with the company, with the management, with their senior. Thus it creates a healthy relationship. Now let's move towards the demerit of the upward communication. Lack of initiative by the management. Now we see that there are lots of method of upward communication, but if boxes are only made for the namesake and management are not opening and they are not reacting on the complaint or suggestion, then it is a lack of initiative. In one side they are saying that open door policy, but whenever any employee come to the boss to meet to give their feedback or observation, they are being refused, then again it is a type of lack of initiative. Next is your reluctant employees. Now sometime what happens, employees feel very low to give their suggestion or to give their observation, to give their feedback. Why? Because they fear of rejection. They feel that the management will reject them, they will insult them for their observation or for their fear, due to which they create a low confidence in them. Due to this rejection feeling and low confidence, employee hesitate to give their feedback. Next is your bosses conceal more than reveal. You can see that bosses generally what they do, they collect the feedback, right? They collect the feedback, but they hide it from the management. For example, frontliner has given a brilliant feedback, right? Now frontliner has given the feedback to supervisor, but supervisor is saying to the assistant manager that the feedback is of the supervisor. They are not mentioning that it is a idea, it is a brilliant feedback by the frontliner, but supervisor, due to this feeling, what is happening, your bosses are concealing more than revealing. Supervisor is not mentioning that the brilliant observation, yeah, brilliant feedback is from the side of frontliner, and due to which your sometime your lower employees hesitate to give the genuine feedback, because they are sure that they will not be they will not they will not be known by the top level management. Next is your indifferent attitude of the bosses. Now when the bosses come, right, suppose general manager is going and talking with vice president. Now what happened, your suppose there are suppose general manager is. Next is your indifferent attitude of bosses. Sometimes what happen, your boss show either hostile attitude towards the employee who come to give their feedback or suggestion, due to which, due to their misbehavior, the employees fail to give their suggestion, and if they are and in next and in due course of time, if they are coming up with brilliant ideas or brilliant observation or feedback, they hesitate because they fear to face the boss, they fear to face the howling bosses. Next is your bypassing of authority. Now again, this is a demerit of upward communication. What do you mean by bypassing the authority? Means we know that upward communication is a stepwise process. Now what is happening, frontliner knows very well that supervisor is not a good person. So what happens, he directly move towards the assistant manager, or he frontliner may directly move into the general manager. By what it is happening, your chain is being broken, due to which the bypassing of authority, again it's a creates a hamper, it creates a gap in the process of communication. So bypassing the authority is one of the demerit of upward communication. And the last demerit of upward communication is delays and distortion of message. Delay means your message is again moving on in a stepwise process. So again it is taking time to reach to the top management. So the genuine feedback, the genuine observation takes time to reach from the bottom to the top of the management. So what happens, upward communication is a failure. Next is your distortion of message. Distortion of message means change in meaning of the message, because we know that every human being thinks differently, every human perception is different from one another. So if trainees want to convey something to frontliner may perceive that thing in a different way. So when the message is transferring from one step to another step, definitely the real meaning gets changed. The real meaning of the message gets diluted. So this is also one of your demerit of upward communication. So today's today our session is over. Thank you.